Good morning, Yankee fans. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's doing well. I'm really happy for that. By all means, we are all happy right now. The Yankees won last night, and that's 2 in a row, and you know what that means. They're on a roll, baby. Forget about what happened last week, the week before. We gotta move forward. So, first of all, I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for coming on the chat with us this morning on a Wednesday morning. Tonight, everybody's excited to see the debut of Ken Slittler, and it's going to be on Amazon Prime. And I'm going to be doing it here on NY Yankee Mania. We're going to do the live play-by-play and joined by a couple of guests here and there. And then hopefully Ken, the Ugly Truth, will be coming on later in the game and help us out, and we'll do his great play-by-play. Now, for today, everyone, after this stream, there is no pregame show. We're going to go right to the live play-by-play. We will be coming on around 7 p.m., give or take a couple of minutes. So 7 p.m. tonight, we will come on. But if there's any trades, any big news, number one, you'll get that on NY Yankee Mania. If it's a huge trade, something where rumors are flying and everything, and it happens, then I will come on live immediately. So you're never going to miss anything at all. So just want to let you guys know that. I want to say good morning to Real Bill, Eric Wallace. How you doing, guys? CT Cards. Just to name a few in the chat. Jonathan, how you doing? Well, I'm bringing up actually CT Cards. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, Joe?
And also Jonathan.
Hi.
How you doing, Jonathan?
I'm good. I actually have something very interesting that I just found right now.
Go ahead. Break it.
It said if Alex Bregman is unable to come to an extension with the Red Sox, he could be traded to the Mariners, Tigers, or Brewers. So
Wow.
That's a name to look out for at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And that's even more money the Red Sox will have to spend for Kyle Tucker and then whoever else they'll have a ton of money to spend.
The Red Sox are going to go on a spending spree after.
I believe so.
They already, if they trade Bregman, they basically lost around $200 million worth of contracts.
Yeah.
My God, they're on a roll to save money. That's for sure. Holy cow, they can go crazy, and but that's for the winter meetings and all of that stuff. But yeah, well, that's good. Now there are a lot of rumors, Jonathan, that it really looked there's a trade floating around with the Padres. The only guy I don't like is I don't want the starting pitcher Dylan Cease. I do not want him.
No, I think he's too much money also.
I agree.
And if I'm making a trade, I want someone with years of control. I don't want a 1 year
rental. Yeah. And it's not even 1 year. You know what I mean? It's not even 1 year. It's a half a year rental. At this point, it's a half a year rental.
Well, that's why I would like guys. If Paul Skeens was made available, I would trade the farm for him.
Oh yeah. I don't know about the farm, but I would then, I am not going to trade Spencer Jones in a Dylan Cease trade. No way. No how.
I told you the only person I would trade Jones for is Paul Skeens.
I got you. I hear you. But like I said, they got to be out of their minds. What's the rumor? Cool. What's the rumor, CT, that we were saying, or we don't normally do, but although it is in popular papers, so
yeah,
see what they think.
Okay, the trade that has been floating around for actually about the last 12 hours and it's on multiple news sites, is the deal will be the Padres sending Dylan Cease, Jake Cronenworth, and Robert Suarez to the Yankees. The Yankees have send Spencer Jones, Vivas, Flores, and Brock Selvage to the Padres.
Wow.
I
I
could
mean,
see.
I like the deal up until Dylan Cease. Trade, don't give me Dylan Cease.
I could see Brock Selvage getting traded, but I want, as I said before, I want a young pitcher, not Cease.
I agree.
If I'm trading for a pitcher in that trade, I would have to look up what is good, but I want someone with that's not going to be a free agent. I don't know very much about the Padres system because of a National League team. But let me go do a little research and I'll see if I can find someone else that can replace Cease in that deal.
Because
Okay.
we're the Padres are 6 games behind. That division all of a sudden is starting to shift. I mean, the Dodgers are 4-6. San Francisco Giants have won 4 in a row, and they're still 5 games behind the Dodgers. So even with the Dodgers losing like they are, they're not losing any ground with their lead in the division. So
Right, but you see the difference between the Yankees and the Dodgers. The Yankees, the Dodgers went into a tailspin, but they have a leg room. The Yankees went into a tailspin, and they have no leg room. It was ridiculous. They just kept losing and losing and losing ground every day because the Blue Jays just refused to lose.
yeah,
I mean, what the heck? I mean, are they that good? Or are
Blue,
they? They're playing subpar 500 teams right now. I understand that, but my
they've
God,
won 10 in a row. 10 in a row.
unbelievable,
The
really.
Blue Jays have won 10 in a row.
And I don't see anything stopping. To be honest with you,
No,
I really don't.
But it's going to have to take a big injury to derail them for a little while because right now they're just on a roll. But every team can get cold. We've seen it with our Yankees. Hopefully, we're warming up as we talked about Joe and Jonathan. And it's baseball. We've all talked about it. We've seen some weird things over the years where teams have stunk, and then at the end of the season they make this huge run, and that's kind of what I'm hoping the Yankees are going to be able to pull off here. Is that we had this rough patch, but let's recover from it and see. Maybe we can do something, but it all depends. It does depend on the trade. What we do. We have to make moves. We have to, and that's why I keep mentioning. I hate to say it, Trent Grisham and Rice, those guys, in my opinion, are trade pieces right now if we want to resolve issues with this team. So I won't reiterate that again. I'm sorry. I brought that up 2 mornings in a row. I won't do that.
Want to say good morning to John the Beagle Dad, Merck,
Mark,
Graham. How you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. We really appreciate it. And of course, what we're talking about potential trades. While we're talking about Rob, how you doing? Good morning. Don't forget deadline trade talk Wednesday, July 16th at 8 p.m. Really looking forward to that. It should be a great show with a lot of trade rumors, a lot of and who knows, by that time the Yankees might have already added someone and we'd be talking a little bit different. I don't know, but I have a feeling between now and the 16th, the Yankees will have a trade in hand. There'll be a new player on the Yankee roster, no question. And I don't mean from the minors. I mean from definitely a different club.
Yeah.
How you guys feel about that?
The Padres have a lot of pitching prospects. They don't have any third base prospects. So I don't know if the Padres maybe the only third base prospect they do have that I might be interested is the 19-year-old in rookie ball. So I don't think they have anybody who can. The Padres have anybody who can solve our third base problem.
Good morning, Jacob Bertuzzi. Good morning, Jake. How you doing? How's it going? Oh yeah, about to head to work. Okay, Jacob. I hope you keep us on as long as you can. I appreciate it. We are talking potential Yankee trade rumors that are out there right now. It's not just coming out of our head, but it's been published, so we can talk about it and want to talk about it. So guys, very impressive win last night. It was a nail biter until the Yankees just exploded And Giancarlo Stanton got us going, which is a great sign. Maybe he could think that every day is the playoffs, and he'll hit a home run just about every day. No, but my boy Bellinger had 3 hits last night. There were a lot of positives just to see what was going on in the field. Peraza at third base was flawless. Chaz Chisholm at second base makes the whole infield alignment so much better. Why they waited this long, I have no idea.
DJ, DJ. Oh, sorry. What did I say that loud?
Well, DJ LeMahieu, yeah, and then right now he's the left out guy, and I don't see it getting any better for DJ. I really don't. I mean, I feel bad for him.
I was gonna just say that I could see DJ possibly even being DFA'd this year.
Yep.
Right now I'm 50-50 on whether he makes it past August.
I'm with you, Jonathan, on that. It's 50-50, but Joe and I were talking about, and I have a feeling that's going to happen, but so I'm 50-50 with you, Jonathan. What I thought was interesting, though, is the Yankees last night. We've been on a roll on leaving runners on base. We only left 4 runners on base, and we only hit into 1 double play. Wow. Hey, that's a nice change.
If we can continue playing like that, then we can go back to first place.
Exactly. Yeah.
FG has a good Jazz going public forced Boone's hand.
Yeah, I think so.
You can say that, and that was smart of Chaz, because he was saying, listen, I like DJ, but we're a better team if you put me on second and put somebody else on third. That's what we need. That's what we need.
That tells you a lot when the players are the managers.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I love that, because that's what I was thinking, kind of that same thing this morning. I'm like, it doesn't feel like the managers are managers anymore. Sometimes, just as Jonathan said,
we have a Red Sox fan on here.
These are everything is analytics, so it's you might as well make a computer the manager, because you just listening to the computer. You just go to your pad. Say, what do you want me to do next? Does this guy need a relief pitcher? Is 90 pitches too many pitches now? Should I get another pitcher?
Yeah, I agree.
You still need to manage with your eyes.
Yeah.
Still, guys, the Steelmatic Network says, watch my Red Sox come back and storm the division. Okay, well, what about the rumors that are out now that they're talking about possibly dealing Bregman if they don't come with an extension?
There's Trevor Story on the market. I don't get it. They're already trying to trade Trevor Story. They're cleaning house. I mean, unless their young talent delivers this year, I don't know about that. I mean, maybe.
I could, if they trade Bregman, I could see them basically next year. I think the Red Sox are going to be a scary team. This year, I don't think they can make the playoffs.
That's what we said about the Orioles, and the Orioles didn't pounce on getting better. I mean, I have a feeling the Red Sox will, because that fan base will demand it, and they're going to have no choice. They really are not going to have any choice. Right. Marshall Brown, good morning, Muscle Man. How you doing? Protector, how's it going? Evan, how you doing? Good morning to you. He says, what do you think about bringing back Michael King? Well, that would be great, but he's hurt. Do we need to worry about another guy? We'll talk about that over the winter.
We're gonna work on him, getting him in the winter, just as you said, Joe. I really think Michael King is a real possibility of coming back to the Yankees, because I don't think the Padres are going to re-sign him. He's looking for a new team. I just don't know what happened behind the scenes. How did the things end with the Yankees? Does he want to play for the Yankees? But he kind of was open to it in an interview before he got injured about, I don't know, a month and a half ago, I want to say it was. He didn't say no, so that was,
A player is always interested in a potential team. You cannot, if you go public saying you don't want to play for one team, that limits your market and it limits your money.
Right. Oh, yeah. Good morning to the baseball purist. How you doing? How's everything going? How are you today? By the way, I believe we have a couple of Met fans in the stream. That was a very nice comeback last night, guys. You guys were down 6-0.
Yeah.
They came back, tied it, and won the game. So kudos
Yeah.
to them. That was a great comeback for them. But then, of course, the Orioles have no pitching. But it doesn't matter. I mean, the bottom line is you come back from 6-0, you got to get a shutout. A shout out. There's no question in my mind. Also, a reminder about and CT does this best. The Discord channel. We have some new people here. You want to just quickly just explain what they should do?
Yeah, please join the Discord channel. There's no strings attached. It's free. We just talk about the Yankees 24/7, and we've connected, a couple of our channels kind of together to help each other expand our channels. So there's always information about the channels. There's information about the Yankees trades, prospect injuries, you name it. We have it on there, and it's a work in progress constantly in a good way. But one thing I do want to say is, you mentioned the Mets game, Joe. Who was the pitcher for the Mets last night?
That's a good question. I'm gonna
Clay Holmes.
Clay Holmes, yeah, and he got smashed.
5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks, 87 pitches. That I told everyone, Clay Holmes is not going to last into the second season being a starter. Ain't going to happen. You just saw it last night.
Probably not.
Last night is a perfect example of why we didn't put Clay Holmes as a starter. You know what I'm saying? So you could temporarily make something look good, but it's a temporary thing, in my opinion. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I hope I'm wrong for you guys, you Mets fans.
To me, it's going to be very interesting at the trade deadline for the Mets.
Yeah.
Do they go for it? Do they get rid of some of their young rookie stars in AAA, or even Ronnie M? They might do that. Who knows? They need pitching. I mean, Sean Manaea supposedly is coming back soon, but he's got to be on a pitch count. He's not going to come in, throw 100 miles an hour, and give you seven, 8 strong innings. It's not going to happen. So I could see a reunion with the Mets and DeGrom. I really do. I could see that. I don't see it with the Yankees, but I do see it with the Mets.
I don't. If I'm any team, I'm going to be very wary about signing DeGrom.
Well,
his injury history.
A couple of months, it won't be bad.
But how long is he going to last? He may pitch 1 game for you and be back on the IL.
But the Mets really need some pitching. They can't go. I mean, they were lucky this weekend that the Yankees weren't hitting, or the Yankees were just screwed up. But once that Bellinger play came, that's it. If the Yankees would have played them 3 more games, I think the Yankees would have won all 3 games. I like I said, and I've been saying, the Yankees are going to take off now. I really believe that. And tonight, we get through tonight's game with our rookie guy. Look out! I know Stroman goes tomorrow, but stranger things have happened, guys. And then we're at Yankee Stadium. Everybody's hyped and all. And I want to ask you guys. I don't know if it's true, and I think it would be horrible. That Anthony Volpe a dad situation at Citi Field. I heard that they banned Michael Volpe from going to Citi Field. Can anybody?
I haven't heard anything about that. Maybe.
And I also went into Google, and it did come up that he was banned from Citi Field, and the quote was, "Well, who cares? It's the Mets." Now I don't know if somebody's putting that out there or if it's true. I'm trying to get it verified.
It might be clickbait. It might be clickbait. There's a lot of clickbait. It's so hard, Joe, and Jonathan knows this, to go through the internet and find reliable, actual sources for this information.
Well, he may have something.
No, well, I don't know. I don't know if this is true, but it says press release, and it says Mets. I don't know if this is true, but it says
just say it.
Mets ban Michael Volpe from Citi Field for life. Today, this is July 7th. The New York Mets announced today that Michael Volpe, the father of Anthony Volpe, has been banned from Citi Field for life.
for life. I just love how this stuff works these days.
The problem is even if this is an official setting, they spelled Mets wrong.
Nah, see, that's what AI. That was
Well,
total AI.
I saw that one, but then I went on Google and I said, "Did Mets ban a Michael Volpe?" And it says, "Yes, they did." Now Google's not going to fool around, but I don't know. I mean, if it's true, I think it's disgusting because the guy was heckling him all, from what we're hearing, they were heckling him the whole game,
I think
and
it's a
really all
parody.
he had to what?
I think it's a parody. It's a fake account.
Okay, well,
I
I hope
think
so.
it's
He doesn't deserve it.
according to what I'm reading, it looks like it's a fake account and it's nothing official from the Mets.
Good. Okay. Well, I wanted to get that straightened out because he doesn't deserve that. He was hackled, but hopefully everything is good and quiet now,
Yeah.
and we don't have to play the Mets unless we see them in the World Series. So, and I highly, highly doubt that. So, but
Well, the other thing they can do is whenever he comes to the stadium, City Field, just get him his own box. Michael,
yeah, right. So he doesn't have to worry.
Anthony Volpe can afford it.
Yeah. I'm with Jonathan.
Put him,
Yeah.
put him in a box with the owner, so
None of this happens,
none of this happened with the
Oh,
fans.
let him sit with Susan Waldman and Dave Sims. That's
Yeah.
all. Put
him in the press box.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. But you see the dynamic of the team when you put Chisholm at second and you have Volpe up the middle. That is a very I like that double play combination. You have what's not to like about it? It's speed. They have range.
When they're playing in their natural the position they can actually play, they play well.
What a concept, Jonathan, right? What a concept.
This is something that needed to be done in spring training.
I agree.
I know you keep saying that, but unfortunately they didn't do that.
Well, I don't know.
You got to blame the coaches for that. How can it be one team have so many players out of position?
Because
I don't understand that. And then guys, we have to also what will happen with the catching? What do we do with the catching situation?
I think
stay with Wells. Do we go with Ben Rice? Do we go with J.C. Estrada? What do we do? And do we really need 3 catches?
What do you guys think about how Rice has done so far catching? First, let's ask that question.
He's been pretty decent. I'm not saying he's a starting catcher, but he can be a good one-day replacement.
A99, good morning. How you doing? He says anything but JC.
Lugo.
Lugo, I'll take.
Yeah.
I do not trust Dylan Cease. I'm sorry, guys. Say I'm crazy. I'm telling you, he's gonna screw up in the playoffs. I know.
I have no interest in Dylan Cease. I'm not trying to judge. No interest.
844 says trade Ben Rice for Suarez or Lugo. Would you do that?
I like Lugo. I like Lugo. I'll put it that way. So.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. The Padres are in sellers. Well, there's a lot of rumors coming out of a lot of the California area. Not yet. You're right. Merck says I love Lugo because he throws like 9 different pitches. Yeah, he does. And
you have no idea what he's going to throw. You know what I mean?
The Mets wouldn't want him right now. Are you kidding me? Nitin, how you doing, big guy? What's going on?
Nothing.
Yeah, Lugo is a Royal. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're just saying for either or players. It doesn't have to be a great player.
Yeah, no, that Lugo. I don't. What is? Let me give me a second. Standings here. Where are the Royals right now? Let's look at their record. they're obviously like they're in second. Well, they're 14 games behind in the second place. The Tigers are just taking away that division. Wow, that lead's
Yeah.
gotten to 14 games. I don't know if the Royals are going to be sellers though. I mean, what are we looking at the wild card standings here? Where are the Royals? Yeah, actually, they are 4 games behind in the wild card, so they're still kind of in it. So I'm not going to say that they would trade Lugo yet.
Sean
Yeah,
Browning saying Lugo is a top 10 pitcher in the league. Oh yeah, of course,
yeah,
no
I
question
agree with
about.
that.
And it'd be great to have him, but we'd have to give the bus, give half a Yankee Stadium for it. I'm not doing that. But again, it's rumors, rumors, rumors. That's all it is. We could talk to we're pink in the face. I now the other strange thing is the Yankees took 2 players out of the lineup in AAA. What is up with that?
I don't. I've been looking at that for the last 24 hours. I have a feeling there's a trade in the works.
I was
By
going
the
to say
way,
it, Jonathan.
before I forget to mention, if you have the Yes Network this morning, you will be able to see the AAA Scranton Wilkes-Barre team. Maybe they could shed some light. I'm going to be listening very closely
I will
of
be
what
at
they're going to
work.
say this morning.
I will be at work. I can't watch.
No, I'll check it out, Joe. Thank you for giving me a heads up.
You can text me what they say.
Sean Browning says trade incoming.
I think so.
I agree.
Remember what I said on Monday, guys. Yanks are going to make a trade in the next couple of days, and everybody said, "Oh." And what did I say? I said about Bellinger's catch, and it's coming true. I said that Chaz better go on second base fast, and it came through. Now there's going to be a trade, guys. There's definitely going to be a trade. I guarantee that. What? I don't know. But we keep our eyes and ears open. Jeff H has to go. I don't even want to say them.
I think he's
completely awful. And if
A
anybody
third
says he's
of an inning.
then you better
A
put some
third of
glasses.
an inning. I'm sorry, that's just bad.
I think he's going to be gone before the game starts.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, Jonathan. I mean, come on. What did he give us last night? He gave us a third of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, a walk. He got 1 strikeout and then gave up that home run. 22 pitches. Oof, that's a rough.
Browning is putting out some good stuff. 2 things happen in sync, and it's not a coincidence.
I agree.
You're right. I'm telling you. Joey has a 40.50 ERA. Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go. No question in my mind. And everybody wanted Mark Leiter Jr. gone. Well, you guys, you got your wish. Now he got hurt, and we could sure use his innings eat up. That's for sure.
We have a bunch of pitchers in the minors we can call up.
Nathan mentioned that Jazz Chisholm would be interested in participating in the home run derby. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be nice. But let's remember, he's got to rest that shoulder. And when you start hitting like that, you can really hurt it more. And we don't need him bad in the second half.
But I've seen Joe in the past. Like we saw it with Judge when Judge was in the home run derby years. I can't remember how many years ago, but he had been on a roll leading up to the All-Star break. He did the home run derby, and all of a sudden he couldn't hit a home run for a while. It was like something happened. It's almost like he got all his home runs out of his system at that All-Star game.
The home run derby, after the home run derby, it tends to be that the players that participate in the home run derby, they have a slight change of their swing, and once the games start after the break, they need a week or so.
I don't like that home run derby.
I don't like the home run derby. Maybe I understand it, but if you know the history of the home run derby, it initially started with 3 outs instead of 10.
Yes.
I remember watching a replay of A home run derby between Mickey Mantle and
And Willie Mays. Yes, I watched the same thing, Jonathan. Yeah,
thing, and it was 3 outs. I believe it was in Yankee Stadium,
I think it was.
it was either Yankee Stadium or Candlestick Park.
I'll look that up. I watched that.
I don't remember the park.
Well, guys, we're going to bring up Ken. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And
I'll be looking out for more information throughout the day.
It was Wrigley Field. It was Wrigley Field, Jonathan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Wrigley.
And you have a good one. Thank you. See you tomorrow morning. All right. We are now at the 9 o'clock hour, and you know what that means. Ken the Ugly Truth is coming aboard. Let's bring him on. Good morning, Kenster. What's up?
Another day in paradise. On the run and on the gun.
On the road again. I can't help but be on the road again.
But young lad was excited to go to camp today because it's splash day, so they get sprinklers and water. So we had to get him in his swim trunks, and he says, "There's no underwear." I says, "Well, you want wet underwear while you're running around in the water?" He says, "It'll make me feel like I peed my pants." I says, "Exactly. So you don't want underwear." When he was getting put in his car seat, "My pants are falling off." I said,
"Yeah, but I had them on when I left home."
Yeah.
Guys,
said, "Well, we got to make adjustments, brother."
One of you check. Merck is asking what time the Scranton game is on. This, I think 10:30. If
10:30,
I'm
I believe.
What is it?
I believe it's 10:30.
10:30. Okay, we'll let you know, Merck. Thank you. Yeah, that should be interesting to watch. Maybe they're going to have some good information for us, and we'll see what the lineup is also. And you know, if we're going to break anything, we'll break it. So, hey, Ken, you called the game last night, and I'm obviously, you know, much happier after the rain delay because it was 0-0, and then they went nuts. Did you like the fire that came out of the team after? Did you see something different? Just a different aura about the team? Is it just me, or did you see that too?
No, what I saw is Gilbert's breaking stuff wasn't as crisp as it was. Maybe humidity, maybe weather conditions, but he just didn't have it coming back. And that's what I suspected I was going to see out of Clark Schmidt, or not Schmidt, but Will Warren. But he came back and he was snapping the ball. I mean, hell, he had the one pitch out with runners at first and third when he took the bump again. And Goldie did a great job of fielding it, taking it unassisted, and got him out of the jam.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Jonathan is saying 105. I don't know.
Yeah, it is 105. That's what I was going to say. It is 105.
I figured I don't know why. Ken thought it the same way I did. I thought it was. I heard.
Me too. Me too. I thought it was 10:30, but it's 105.
I looked at it on the deck this morning at like 7, and that's what I thought it was 10:30.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But thanks,
I was thinking, all right, I'm gonna have a nice morning watching some baseball before bowling at least.
Yeah, and rest the
eyes.
It's
Wednesday, Ken. Yeah,
how are you feeling with the eyes?
I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and when my eye is tired, it's really wonky. Woke up this morning, had a headache, couldn't see jack, so I was like, I guess we're patching this morning.
Well,
sorry to hear that, Ken. I'm sorry.
We sincerely hope that you feel much better, and get this over with already. Enough already with this.
Well, they told me it could be up to 6 months. It could be the entire baseball season. So, God willing, it'll recover quicker. But it's just something I have to deal with, and sometimes I have to wear a patch, sometimes I don't. And to answer Graham's question, the Twins are looking for an outfielder. Padres, no, and another team looking for outfield help are the Miami Marlins.
Yeah, Marlins, yeah.
Hey, what's up? Good morning, Joe.
Let me introduce you first.
What's up,
My
Cam?
God, he's so hungry. He's so hungry. My God, do you want your bagels and coffee or what? Jeez. Now I'm not going to introduce you. Talk all you want. How you doing, Big N?
Good. Ken, I hope you feel better, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, so Cam, I'm looking forward to seeing Cam tonight, the debut of Cam. So that should be
If
fun.
you're a good boy, I will bring you up on the stream. If you're not a good boy, you ain't coming on the stream.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. You hear me? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
No, I thought you were talking to CT Cards.
Yeah, I know. I was going, what am I doing here?
Thanks, Real Bill. Most appreciated, brother.
Huh?
No, Real Bill had prayers for my eye, and I said most appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm still looking forward to Cam's start this tonight, and then obviously Scarrington being on Yes Network. That should be fun. But yeah, let's go Yankees. Hopefully this yesterday's win can carry the momentum. The offense looked great yesterday. Will Warren pitched great. So I feel good. 2 wins in a row. Obviously, so Dodgers they're on a funk right now too. 5-game losing streak. No one talks about them. They only talk about the Yankees, and the Guardians are on a little funk also.
10 games.
Yeah, 10 games. So Dodgers and no one I don't know why, because no one talks about the Dodgers. They only talk about the Yankees losing streak, which is crazy.
Man, that's simple because they built up a 9-game lead. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nathan, I did bring
the Yankees went from 6 games up to 3 games down. It's a 9-game swing. Of course, they're going to talk more about the Yankees and not the Dodgers.
Well, I brought it up, Nathan. I was talking about that. I was talking about that, Nathan, earlier. It's amazing that how bad the Dodgers have been, and they still have the lead they have. And just as Joe said, we were up, 5-6 games, and now we're 3. This is weird. The Dodgers have a deep team. That's the thing. So even when they're suffering right now, they'll get out of their funk, in my opinion. I can't stand the Dodgers, but I know they'll get out of their funk.
They're getting Glasnow back now, ready to come back. They're getting him. They little by little, they're going to be the powerhouse, and it's just in time to get into the playoffs. And I hope the Yankees do the same thing. All the sickies come back in time, and with any trade possibilities and everything, we'll be in good shape. It should be and really should be a matchup of last year's World Series if we really think about it. But Detroit's in the way. The teams like that.
The Astros. That's scaring me. The Astros.
The Astros is another team.
They're playing good baseball too.
Yep.
Yes,
and they have a couple of great young players up there too now. So,
but I am excited. You're right, Big N. I can't wait to see him tonight.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what trades they got in mind because I really believe the Yankees
are coming up. Yeah,
I'm with you, Nick.
There's a trade coming up soon, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's no question in my mind. And then do the Yankees really need to carry 3 catches?
No.
I mean, that's another situation for another day. But enough already. Can we just put the players where they belong? Now they started with Chisholm. It took them a while, but now let's hope it's not another 40 games to see what else they're going to do. Real Bill said, let's bring him up.
You said Glasnow starting tonight for the Dodgers.
At least 2 pitchers before the deadline. Well, probably a starting pitcher and a relief pitcher. So let's see where he goes with this. I don't know. Anybody want to take a guess? I know Ken likes the kid out of Cincinnati. Is there bless you.
Thank you.
Is there any way you think Cincinnati we could satisfy the Reds?
Well, they're looking long term for starting pitchers. Somebody in our organization, prospects in the AA realm to AAA realm, could possibly satisfy it. looking at their top 30 prospects, most of the pitchers that are up there profile more as if they're starters 4 or 5s, and definitely more geared towards the pen than actual starters. So we could put a package together that could probably possibly bring Abbott in. Another team that's been talked about recently is Pittsburgh with Keller.
Yeah.
Or the relief pitcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bednar.
Yeah.
What I suspect is we're probably going to do a multiplayer trade to bring in a couple of pieces from whatever team we trade with, whether that be Pittsburgh, Miami. Miami's got a starting pitcher that may be on the market that is not Alcantara, and Ronnie Henriquez is the bullpen arm that I think that the Yankees would go after. And when I saw that Pereira was pulled out of the game yesterday, I thought that that might be the trade that's happening, because the Marlins have coveted Pereira for years now.
Yep. So I think, I agree with Ken. I think it's going to be a multiplayer trade, because I don't think the Yankees have enough to do single trades. It has to be a multiplayer trade to get multiple players in, and you have to give to get, right? So
Yeah.
I think that's what everyone says. So I think Ken is on the spot, and I like the Marlins. We have a great relationship with the Marlins, obviously, when it comes to trades. And what's it called? The bullpen guy they have. He is a great pitcher. He would help the bullpen instantly. Even the Pirates side too, so that would work out well. And I want the Reds with Abbott. That could be in the possibility. That could be a possibility. You never know. All these teams that the Yankees could potentially talk to,
Well,
are in the thing.
over the past few seasons, we've had Miami as a trade partner. We've had Pittsburgh as a trade partner. We've had Cincinnati as a trade partner.
Yeah.
And a little bit further back, the Diamondbacks were a very long-term trade partner with us. So there are compatibility issues that we match up with those teams very well with collateral needs. Edward Graham mentions Edward Cabrera, and he is the type of starter that I think they're possibly looking for. Yankees, I don't feel, are going to go after a number 1 or number 2 type starter. They're looking at a solid 3.
Yeah.
Okay. CT Cards, I know your time is limited today.
Sorry.
Thank you so much for being on, and we will see you with the play-by-play later on.
And thank you, Joe. Thank you, Ken. Thanks, Jonathan. Thank you, Nathan, as always. And thank everyone in the chat. Please like, sub, and share, and check out our Discord channel. I'll see you guys all later. Love you guys. Thank you. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Yankees.
Take care.
Take care.
Okay. Continue, guys.
Yeah, so I agree with Ken. I think obviously Pittsburgh, we have a great relationship with Pittsburgh, Miami, and Arizona, and Cincinnati. So it's going to be interesting to see what Cashman does or what he has up his sleeve. So, but there is a trade incoming soon, in my opinion.
Yeah, no question about it. I really believe.
Hess for habit. I wouldn't. I mean, I would do that, but it has to be a multiplayer deal. So I don't think it'll be a 1-for-1.
No, not likely.
In the Yankee organization, guys, we may differ on it, but who do you think the top, even if there is 3, but let's say 2, the 2 top players right now that you guys would not trade unless it's like a ridiculous, we're getting a superstar. Who would that be right now? Start with John. Start with Nitin. Go ahead. Who are the 2 players right now that you would say, under no circumstance, you want traded?
George Lombard Jr. and then also Spencer Jones.
Cool. Ken, you?
Nobody.
Not even? Okay, nobody.
Nobody is off the trade table as far as I'm concerned.
Now, does that mean current roster and the minors, or just the minors?
Both.
Oh,
So you're saying possibly Aaron Judge?
They're not going to trade Judge.
Okay, but I'm
But-
just saying. You said that nobody was on the table.
If they came asking for Judge or Freed or
Yeah,
one of the front lines, it's not going to happen. They're not going to suck up that much contract, that much time. And I think that if they tried to make a trade for Judge, that they would storm the Bronx would storm the stadium and burn that damn thing down to the ground.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Real Bill says Judge and Cole.
Wait, what? Yeah.
It would be untouchable for him. And 99 keeps saying, I can't believe people don't want to trade Lombard Jr.
That's not what I said. I said everyone is on the table.
No, I said. For me, I said Lombard.
Yeah, that's true. 99. Ken did say everybody's on the table, and Nitin said that he wouldn't trade Lombard Jr. Myself, I agree with I'll be honest with you. I agree with Ken.
Uh-huh.
I believe that any one of those guys could be traded. Do I want it? No. In my opinion, my guys off the table would be Spencer Jones and Lombard Jr. Everybody else, I think, with the right deal, could be had, including catchers, including pitchers, outfielders, everybody in Double A, Single A. The Yankees, listen, you got to get better for Aaron Judge, man. Otherwise, you're going to waste all the great years. So you may have to sacrifice a little bit to get something.
Well, I will tell you what. We've had a 16-year drought since our last World Series, and always talking about building for the future is a wonderful thing, but you never seem to get there.
Right.
If the iron is hot, the time is right. The American League East is weak. The American League in general is not a strong league. Sure, we would have to come up against the Tigers. Tigers are playing hot. Astros are playing well too. Can we beat them? Sure, we can beat them. We faced Detroit when it was sub-zero and snowing, and they handed it to us, and we weren't hitting well.
Hey, Lou, welcome to the stream.
What's up, Blue?
Are they teams to be concerned with? Yeah. But if we have a good opportunity to make headway to the series, you got to go for it. Yep.
I know. I agree. Totally agree. And it's going to be really interesting to see what they're, until when we have the show August 1st, it's going to be really interesting. Did the Yankees move the needle or no?
Me personally, I don't think that August 1st is going to be our day. I think that the trades that we're going to make are going to be in advance of the deadline.
Yeah,
if we pick somebody up on trade deadline day, it's probably going to be a secondary type player, support for bench or support for bullpen. But I think our big moves are going to be done well ahead of that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Ken. I mean, there's no time limit, but I think the Yankees have urgency right now to show the players, hey, we're not going to stand pat. I mean, I think everybody knows that. It's just a matter of when, and they got to stay like very close to first place if they want to win it. And it doesn't look like anytime soon Toronto's going to slow down. They have such an easy schedule coming up. It's ridiculous. Do they play anybody good aside from the Yankees maybe in 2 weeks? I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is. They got really lucky. They have some lucky, some schedule. Here.
I think it's gonna be like what we did with Chad Chisholm last year, before the trade deadline. Way before.
Could be. It's going to be a big name. It's got to be somebody. I don't know what, But I'd be surprised. Getting back to that Red Sox situation, do you really think they could they would trade Bregman at this point?
No.
If they can't extend him.
He's under a 3-year contract with multiple opt-outs. That was the animal that they designed. And honestly, the way Bregman hits in Fenway, I don't see him trading. What I do see is Story being gone. I see Walker Buehler being gone. I see Chapman being gone. They brought up their top 3 prospects, and I see them moving Duran and Abreu.
I just posted a comment and it's
Oh yeah, that's right. You believe that? That's unbelievable about the Babe Ruth house.
yeah.
That was crazy, absolutely crazy. Where was that in Oreo Town? Is that in Maryland?
Let me check it.
I think that would probably be Maryland. I would guess. I don't know.
Hold on.
99. Me personally, I freaking hate trading with the Red Sox. Every time we trade with them, the people that we send their way come back and kick us in the teeth.
Yep.
Oh, it's Upper West Side.
Oh, Upper West Side. Okay. The Yankees need to be ridiculous to win it. Ridiculous. Get Kwan. Let's see. Wait a minute. Ridiculous is Kwan, Ramirez, and Claus, but goodbye to Lombard, Dominguez, Clase. Lombard, Dominguez, and Jones. Would you do that? That's a lot. That is a lot.
I mean,
it's a good trade, I think.
Yeah, you'd end up coughing up more than Lombard, Dominguez, and Jones.
Yeah, you'd have to give either a Ben Rice, probably, or another outfielder.
You've got Ramirez on a long-term short deal. Love him as a player. Don't see him as moving. Stephen Kwan has 2 years of control after this season. And Clase is on an expiring contract. Right. So one of those players is a rental.
Right. No, you're right.
I don't
know. It's so weird. I mean, which direction they're going to do. I mean, Grisham, will he survive the trade deadline?
I don't think so.
You don't, right? We've got to get that bullpen straightened out one way or the other, because obviously it's going to come back and hit us in the buns. So that they've got to do something with the bullpen. What? I don't know, and where they're going to go, because every team is going to knows that they're desperate and they're going to ask for the moon.
Yeah,
but there are bullpen arms out there that should be available that are not going to cost that much. It's just whether we have the fortitude to actually pull the trigger and make the trade.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that Steinbrenner, how, because of the fact that these rookie guys have been hyped up so much, he may be worried. He may not want it. He may tell Cashman and say, "Cash, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it unless it's boom, 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 boom." But I just don't know. I mean, realistically, we would love to know how much leeway Cashman has with this darn payroll.
And Graham, I saw the post that you put up there about Clase in the postseason. Well, the reason the Clase was so bad in the postseason is they used that guy for multi-inning saves. He spent a lot of time on the bump coming towards the latter part of the season. Frankly, I think he was just spent.
Yeah,
similar to the Chapman situation when Chapman was traded to the Cubs. The Cubs abused that guy left, right, and center, and by the time the World Series came, he didn't have anything left.
Yeah, no, you're right. Merck is saying, sorry, guys, I have a doctor's appointment this morning. Well, good luck to you, Merck. I hope you feel better, and hopefully we'll see
Feel
you
better,
on
Merck.
play-by-play tonight. You take care. You have a great, great day. See, look what happened if Fernando Cruz got hurt. If he didn't get hurt, we would be more, it would be, forget it. It would have been so nice. We'd have the 6th inning, the 7th inning, the 8th inning, and the 9th inning, no problem. And now there's problems. Now there's no more Leiter Jr. Loizica, they had to calm down with him pitching in multiple innings or whatever. So the what do you call it? It's so messed up. You don't know if they're coming or going. In my opinion, and they got to make a decision on the infield. I mean, obviously, if somebody else better than DJ LeMahieu comes along, it's going to be hard and to throw the millions away. But I got to say that I think he'll be out of here. He really would be out of here. I think somebody's got, as long as they don't have to pay $20 million for him, somebody's going to scoop him up right away. I truly believe that because they still see the bats pretty decent.
I see the 99 comment about Leiter. To me, I think that it's simply amazing that guy came out and was pitching on a broken leg.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did that.
His injury was June the 24th, and he came out in at least 3 more appearances on a broken leg pitching. So I'm amazed he could get the ball over the plate, much more or less throw that sinker of his.
Well, Graham says they did say Leiter was going to end up on the IL. He was way overused. Yeah, they all are. They all are. And I think that's one of the reasons why Weaver, I just don't think he lost it. I think that the arm is tired. He's got a dead arm period.
Well, 99, if I broke your leg and stuck you on the mound and tell you to throw pitches to major league caliber hitters, I think you might be horrible too.
It's possible.
Oh.
But,
99, man. Come on. Stop hating it.
I did some research on Weaver. Oh, speaking of, Weaver's spin rate and stuff isn't the same as last year. Yeah, because I believe he's lost gas.
Yeah.
They pitched him a lot. Don't tell that to Goose Gossage because he's the first one to say, oh, come on. I pitched 3 innings all the time. And he's right. I mean, these guys, it's a different era. So he's got to get out of that mentality.
Yeah, 99 keeps hating, man. How about you play baseball, 99, over 22?
I'll tell you, for somebody who loves the Yankees, 99 really does a bash job.
Yeah.
I thought in growing up I was bad, but you really take the cake. I mean, we love you. Don't get me wrong, but
fans have their ideas of what the roster should be, and that's fine. That's not an issue. 99 has a
what's up, Stephen B?
He has a distinct pattern of who he likes and who he doesn't like.
Stephen B, good morning. How you doing? How's everything going? I'm sure it's another crazy day for you out there. You've been going nuts.
What are the weather conditions in New York?
Right now here in Jersey, sunny. How about New York? Yeah, sunny. Yeah.
Is there a chance of rain this evening?
Not that we know of. I'll give you the official. Hold on.
Well, I wasn't expecting a rain delay yesterday, but we dang sure got it.
Oh no, I knew we were going to get it. I said it on the air on the pregame. There was definitely going to be rain, and that's why I kept saying I don't know what time we're going to come on.
Ken, you're doing play-by-play today, right?
No. Today's bowling day. I believe that Joe is doing play-by-play.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Is that true, Joe?
Joe, you doing? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to get the best weather that I can. Okay, let's see.
Oh.
Tonight is Come on. All right. There is a marginal risk of a severe weather today.
Oh wow.
It's going to be. No, there's no really threat. Just maybe a quick thunderstorm, but everything is like about 15%, and it's going to be in the 80s. And the thunderstorms will come after 10, according to this. By 11 o'clock, it's 80% rain. So I think we should be okay for the game.
Good.
Good.
So by the way, Ken, I don't know if you heard, but there won't be a pregame show. We're going from this to any news throughout the day, and then we're going to have the we're going to go on live 7 o'clock, 6:55, something like that. But I will definitely be on top of any news, any breaking news. I'm going to watch the Scranton game, see if the announcers are saying anything. Let's see what the lineup is, and we could. And if those two guys are back in the lineup, I will just do a quickie to say they're back in the lineup. So what was going on, it's just weird that they were just taken out of the lineup.
Yeah,
So,
either like maybe a trade. So let's see if they're both not in the lineup, then the trade is working.
yeah, and they want to keep them healthy.
You're coming on earlier because at this point there hasn't been roster moves to add Schlittler to the 40 nor the 26-man roster. So the Yankees have to do something, whether that's DFAing Hartlieb, whether it's being DFAing Hartlieb or putting somebody on the 60-man, like
Oswaldo. No,
I'm not sure if he's on the 60 or not. No, the pitcher Clark Schmidt that just went down. He's only on the 15-day IL. They drop Clark and put him on the 60-day. That opens up a 40-man slot, and then there would have to be a secondary corresponding move to put him on the 26-man roster.
I don't know why they wait till last minute with this stuff. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's totally insane. It really is. I mean, again,
but it's going to give you airtime. You'll get trigger time on the camera. You get to talk a little bit of Yankee baseball, and that's not necessarily a bad thing.
There's a little news out of Giant camp. Rafael Devers reportedly.
Yeah, I sent the link. I sent the link this morning.
Yeah, reportedly stood up the Giants legend who arrived at the facility to work out with them.
Yep. He was trying to teach him how to play first base, and then decided to. See, that's a problem. See, good luck to the Giants, man. They're learning how Devers' attitude is going to be. So there you go.
Yeah,
Graham. Between Graham and 99, everybody has an opinion, and that's fine. It's just not everyone's going to disagree or is going to agree, and there's certainly going to be disagreements. Some people like Graham and myself are older and have a different perspective on teams and players, and obviously 99 is a younger guy.
According to Laura Albanese, who basically covers the Mets, she's saying if all goes well, Sean Manaea will be the starting pitcher for the Mets when they play Kansas City. So the Mets are getting back Manaea. His last game, he went 3 2/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, a walk, and 5 Ks. He threw 73 pitches, 48 for strikes, and he allowed a 3-run homer. So that's not that impressive, but right now the Mets need whatever they can to really beef up that lineup. So
19 is fine. Hell, I was a major Yankees fan when I was 19 too, and I definitely had my views on things. Not that it's good, bad, or indifferent. Age doesn't really make a difference. If you're a fan, you're a fan.
Yeah, that's 100% true. 100% true.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nope, nope, not at all. And I don't know. It should. And the All-Star game, that's also going to be like. I mean, you think really at this point people care?
Agree.
You guys, I mean, do you see out of all the All Star games, which one do you think is popular in all four in all the sports? Football, baseball, or hockey, or
I
basketball?
think that's a good question. I think out of all the sports, I think. Hmm.
See, it used to be baseball because you were playing for something. You were playing for who's going to get the home field advantage for the World Series.
You talk about the All Star breaks in general?
No, the All Star game.
Oh,
Is
game.
it like say, oh, I got to sit.
See, the football Pro Bowl is it's kind of it's not that. I mean, we were there at the Pro Bowl this year, but they it's not really. I mean, it's not popular. I think I would say the bait. You know what?
Well, Real Bill is saying soccer. I mean, they do have all the big stars, and they play very hard. They do that.
I don't know. Basketball used to be up there, but they keep changing the format.
The problem with basketball is, come on, you have 198 to 189 because
No,
nobody's
and
going to foul. Nobody's going to do anything.
they did a tournament style this year for All Star break for NBA last year. I mean,
Yes.
this year, yeah.
Yeah, they all have their quirks, but I don't like this home run derby because I really think it throws your swing out of whack, and they're all trying to win. And how many times did a player when he did that and came back after that, and he was never the same. He couldn't hit a home run for like weeks, and that's why I don't mind Aaron Judge not participating. I swear to God, I know he wants to, but I think the best deal. Right now, we can't afford that.
Real Bill,
trouble.
I read your post about the knuckle curve, and I wholeheartedly agree. There was a young man in high school that I've been a pitch coach for him for a couple of years, and he asked me about the knuckle curve, and I tried it, and I can't throw the damn pitch.
That's not an easy pitch to navigate. Are you kidding?
A lot of stress on the elbow.
Now, JT, welcome to the stream.
That's why I respect Stephen Wright, who did it. Rest in peace, Tim Wakefield. Man, those two pitchers I respect a lot because they throughout their whole career they did the knuckleball thing. So it's amazing to see it like that.
Well, even Phil Negro.
Even
knuckleball is completely different than a knuckle curve.
You were talking about knuckle curve. Okay, I thought knuckleball. Okay, knuckle curve.
Garrett Cole throws a knuckle curve.
Knuckle curve. Okay.
Yep.
And hopefully that didn't bother his elbow or whatever's going on.
I thought Bill said knuckleball, but I guess knuckle curve.
I wanted to say knucklehead, but no knucklehead. I mean, I would love to get Garrett Cole back, but let's not rush him, guys. We're going to get Luis Seal back. Great. Whatever we're going to do in the pitching department, let's do it. But don't rush Cole, please, Yankees. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't be foolish. Let him come back in due time. And I think if we get the Rookie of the Year back, and maybe another serviceable starter, we'll be okay for the playoffs. I mean, assuming we make the playoffs. Can't assume anything, in this American League East. Who knows? So it should be. It's going to be an interesting ride in the next 2.5-3 weeks, to see who's going to do what and who's really going to conquer this trade deadline. And don't forget, speaking of the trade deadline, deadline trade talk Wednesday night, July 16th at 8 p.m. Everyone, get your trades ready, get your proposals ready, because we're gonna answer as many questions as we can in our roundtable discussion. So really, by all means, everyone, get ready, and please join us that night. Press the like button, subscribe to the channel, because it really, really is going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to my first one doing that this year with all these great guys that we have on our team here at NY Yankee Mania. Sorry, Ken, I know you were ready to say something.
No, it should be a nice show. From what I understand, the format that you're going to have is you'll be bringing people up from the chat to have inputs on it, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm looking for, we'll have our time to, just us, and then we're going to bring in the fans, who's really the most important part of the show.
Well, I'm not going to be there, right?
And why not?
It's Wednesday.
That's right.
I'll be in league bowling on that night.
Right.
Oh,
Right. Well, you can always give your input in the chat.
Yeah, I can do some chattage, and if I get home early enough, I could hop on. But up front, I'm not going to be there because I'll be trying to roll that 800 series.
let's go, Ken.
Let's go, Ken. Tonight is the night. Tonight's the night.
Good luck tonight, Ken.
Yeah, no, really. Good luck. So remember, everyone.
My back is a little bit sore from carrying we won 7 last week, and I had to carry the team all last week because the other bowlers, I think they left their bowling balls at home. I was like, what the hell are y'all doing? Come on, man. I can't win all these games by myself.
You're the anchor man. Are you the anchor man?
I am the anchor man.
What are you, 4 guys or 5?
4.
4. Yeah, that's a good league. I like 4 is enough. 5 is too much, in my opinion. 4 is good. But yeah, well, good luck. Good luck with that. And again, everyone, remember, we will be coming on if there's any real breaking news, either on a short stream before 7 o'clock or not. But we will be back at 7 p.m. with the play-by-play. And we're really looking forward to our rookie sensation to be here.
Yeah, let's go.
Mr. Cam. So, guys, final thoughts as we move along on this Wednesday. Ken, go ahead.
I am looking forward to seeing Cam Schlittler's major league debut. I think the fans need to be realistic. This guy ain't coming out and pitching 7 innings of no run and 10 plus strikeouts. I think a more realistic expectation would be 5 innings, maybe a couple of runs, 6 Ks or so. Key things for the game for this kid: he has to pitch cautiously to Cal Raleigh because that guy can drive the ball like no tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. He can hit, man.
Jose Rodriguez and JP Crawford are the linchpins in that lineup. If you keep those guys under control, you keep that team under control.
Yeah, and you know what? Mostly right-handed hitters, so hopefully. But let's see. I don't want to put too much pressure on the guy. I'm sure he has the butterflies, but he wouldn't be normal if he didn't. So. Well,
he's making his major league debut at Yankee Stadium.
If that's not enough, I don't know what is.
I know he did call his parents and let them know that he's coming up to the roster. So his family and stuff will be there. So that'll be a little bit more juice towards him.
Yeah.
You know what? Don't be nervous, Jake. He's gonna conquer tonight. We're gonna end up winning this game tonight. Don't worry about it, guys. Nitin, you got some final wisdom words for us?
Yeah, like I said before, I'm looking forward to Cam's debut. It's gonna be fun to watch. Can't wait. Hopefully, the offense can carry the momentum from yesterday and give them some run support. So, let's go Yankees. And I feel confident. I agree with Ken. Don't expect 7 innings of shutout ball, 12 strikeouts. I think he's gonna come in there to try to pitch his game, and it's his first start and is in the bright lights in the city. So, we're looking forward to it.
Who's the star of the game, guys?
Oh, Ken, yeah. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
A programming note for me. coming out. I am no longer going to be doing a Tuesday, Thursday, 10:30 show. I'm here with Joe on those days, and I just don't have a big enough time differential. So I'm going to push that show back to 12:30 to give me a little bit of downtime and be able to prep and have the open panel. So I'm not doing away with it. I'm just moving the time slot back.
All right.
Cool.
So the hitting star for me is going to be, let's see, Chaz and Belly and Judge.
Of course, you
I was
got
about to say, Judge is always on your list, without a doubt.
always. Yeah, he usually does the whole team, but he's calmed down a little bit. Ken, what do you think?
I think Austin Wells is going to do it tonight.
Whoa!
Woo!
Whoa! 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 Woof! 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 Did I hear right?
He's on a 3-game home run streak. He's been driving the ball, and I think that he might get another dinger tonight.
Everybody in the chat right now, and there's a lot of you. Are you all coming back for this tonight, guys? We're gonna have a good time together.
Breaking news in the NBA. You ready for this?
Oh, here we go. My favorite.
Sorry, no. Chet Holmgren, the OKC Thunder star, has agreed to a 5-year, $250 million rookie extension with the Thunder.
Oh, that's all. 250 million. It's a mere bag of shells.
Yeah.
Jeez. Did have the Knicks added one person, right?
They added two.
Who's
The guy from the Sixers, the center. I forgot the
Oh
name.
yeah. Okay. Okay. How about the Lorenzo? Is he still a free agent?
Who?
What's his name? The backup player that was with them a couple of years ago. DiVincenzo.
Yeah, he's a free agent. No one picked him up yet.
I don't know what what are the Knicks waiting for?
Yeah.
You know, I bet you ends up on the Nets. Well, the Nets are a sad team, right? They're not.
Yeah, they're rebuilding.
Are they? Yeah. Are they even on the map?
They're going to be on the map pretty soon. They got a bunch of draft picks. They got some young players. I think they're gonna be like OKC pretty soon. Not like OKC, but eventually be like that team in the East.
Cool. All right. So everybody said their piece. Everything is cool.
Yep.
We're ready to rock and roll. Don't forget to watch if you have the Yes Network, or you can get it. Let's watch the Scranton Wilkes-Barre, the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Berries there, whatever the heck they are.
Rail Riders.
I just want to make sure you guys are awake. We're
going to Scranton Willsbare.
Willsbare. There you go. And hopefully we might, let's get some. Hopefully the announcers will make clarity of what's going on. They might not. They may be shut to secrecy. Who knows? But we'll see. But so that should be fun to watch. We'll be watching the wires to make sure, see what the Yankees are doing. If they're doing anything, you'll know about it. Very big trade. We come on live.
Yep.
Otherwise, we just, we'll just let you know in a fast short, or you'll know. Believe me, you'll know. We'll put the lineups out, and we'll come on with you around 7 p.m. So everyone, I want to thank each and every one of you hanging in there with us for about an hour and 20 minutes. Thank you so much. God bless you all, and of course, God bless America. Enjoy your day, everyone. It's a pretty decent Wednesday. And take care. Thank you, Ken, as always. Thank you, Nathan, for coming on and making the show as bright as possible. Take care. He's starting to dance. Good day, everyone. Let's go, Yankees.